Hey guys, just want to quickly say this before the video starts. Unfortunately, the Philippines is going through a really hard typhoon right now and many people have been affected by this calamity. So I am currently accepting art commissions for you, but instead of paying me, you're going to send the money to different donation drives which I have linked into my pinned tweet in my Twitter, link in the description box below. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reacting to Gaya sa Pelikula episode 6. From the last episode, we got that little moment between Vlad and Carl where they were at the little gazebo place thing and then they shared a little dance moment together, which was so sweet, of course it would be. And then at the end of the episode, I think from what I can tell, we got to see more of Carl's feelings for Vlad start to develop even more, or if not confirmed already, because he heard that little heartbeat happening. So I think when Carl thinks of Vlad, it's called catching feelings, Carl. For this episode, I'm hoping we do not get something sad because from what I can tell with like the preview and then some tweets that I've been seeing, I'm hoping it's not too sad right now. If I could think of this correctly and if I could think of how a lot of these drama series could be formatted, I think this episode we could get like one of the more sweet or sweetest moments so far, and then episode after that could be the one wherein the drama kicks in and then we can start to cry. And then when it comes to the finale, episode 8, that's when it all comes together, everything gets resolved and then happy ending, hopefully. I'm for sure overthinking this. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. So, without further ado, let's get right into the reaction of episode 6 of Gaya sa Pelikula.
May reservations, pero mauuna na lang tayo dun kasi mom, si mom kasi na-stuck pa sa office, but she will be there. Isn't it exciting?
Dinner with the mom!
And also, Carl, mom is also asking for your parents' numbers
What?
and address. Please, ano, para naman mabigyan ka namin ng late Christmas presents for you being boyfriend to my brother, letting him stay here with
Whoa.
me.
Hindi po kami ate.
What? Ha? Ano daw?
Pinatuloy ko lang po dito sa kapatid. Wala po ang
There's the tea, Ate Judith. There it is. I don't know if I could, but I have to.
Huwag mong sabihin kay Papa, please. Hindi po kami.
Fark.
Ate, di kasi.
How could you lie, Vlad? Tell me how to convince mom that you are deserving to be left alone, that you are capable of making mature decisions on your own, when you apparently paid someone to pose as your boyfriend using my money. I don't even pay for my men!
Ate, kaya ko namang bayaran yun.
Hindi! Isa ka pa! Pinagsamantala niyo yung kahinaan ko.
Ate, bagong taon naman mo.
Hindi! Wala magbabago taon! You can come back for your things some other time. We have to talk. Total, nandito ka lang naman para makapagbayad siya ng renta. Diba? Eh, nakapagbayad na siya. So you have no reason to stay here. Right, Carl? Right? I'm taking you home.
So that's just great. The cat's out of the bag now. Oh. You got an. Mostly 2.25s or lower. That doesn't seem like a good grade, right? Carl didn't do so well. Wait, I can't read all this text. Hi Carl, just following up on your submission for the week. You said it's supposed to be uploaded earlier today. A reply would be appreciated. Oh. Hi Carl, Vlad told me everything. I'm sorry I misunderstood and didn't listen. From what it's worth, I really liked you for him. Anyway, I'll have someone pick up his things from your unit na lang. Our boy is going through it. He's just going to cook some rice for the night. Is he gonna answer the phone? Or no? Hi,
Nga
parents!
pala, may ipapakita ako sa'yo. Kamusta ka pala na? Marapit na ang enrollment, ha? Lumabas na ba yung grades mo nung first sem?
Yep, they have.
Sorry, may mga dos po ako.
Nako, ano ba? Okay lang yun na. Hindi naman masama yun eh.
Gusto daw po nila yung mga sinusulat ko. Magaling daw po ako magsulat.
Talaga?
The fact that the music is so sad and knowing what Carl is going through.
Ghostwriting kaya hindi ako nakikredit eh.
Oh ha?
That just sucks. You're not even getting credited.
Nahanap mo to, oh. Naalala mo to? Ha? Ilan taon ka na nito? Okay lang yan.
Hindi naman po ako yung nag-drawing yan pa. Si kuya po.
Sa susunod na tawag ko, papakita ko yung mga drawing mo para ma-inspire ka naman sa gagawin mong dream house natin.
Pangarap ko.
Hi.
Ayoko na po mag-architecture pa. Gusto ko na po mag-shift.
Ay, sandali. Para humihina ka yata yung net natin. Sandali.
Ayoko na po maging arkitekto.
Bakit na?
Everything's just being let out now.
Hindi ma. Hindi lang po ako masaya.
Hindi masaya. Trabaho yan na, di ba? Kailangan pa ba masaya?
Gusto ko naman po ng trabaho. Gugustuhin ko pa rin kahit hindi na ako masaya.
Paano yung dream house?
Pinangarap ko lang naman yun dahil pangarap niyo eh. Pwede ko pa rin naman magawa yun kahit di ako nasa architecture.
Sandali nga. Ano ba yung sinasabi mo? Pinipilit ka ba namin?
Eh, hindi naman sa ganun pa.
Mario naman, oh. Anak, saan mo gustong lumipat?
Gusto ko pong magsulat. Gusto ko pong magpelikula.
Sus Mario, sir, showbiz? Ano ba yung pumasok sa utak mo? Bakit yan? Alam mo, umuwi ka na nga muna pag-usapan
Pa,
natin.
magtiwala ka sa desisyon ko, okay? Hindi naman ako malulunod dito eh. Kaya hayaan mo ko, please.
Kahit Frederick!
I feel like they're the type of parents that they want what's best for their kids, and I feel like with Carl's parents they felt like architecture was the best for Carl, and as they said he could in the future possibly get a dream house built up for them. Anyway, it kind of seemed like they wanted him to have, like, let's say his dream course, which is architecture, and then possibly use that in order to give back to the family in some way. So then when Carl broke the news that he wanted to shift to become a writer, that just, I feel like it didn't really sit well with his parents, or it was something for them to try to take in, especially because I think they had like a big expectation for him to become an architecture and stay in the architecture course. This is gonna be something that's gonna have to sit in the minds of Carl's parents for a while, but it was kind of much for them to take with hearing that Carl is going to shift to a different course. Especially with that course in itself, I can imagine it's not necessarily something that most parents would think of or necessarily agree to firsthand, so that's how it came across to me. If I may quickly interrupt what on earth I was rambling about in this clip right here. Don't mind the fact that I have all this stuff on my face. It's called skincare, everyone. But one other thing that came to my mind as I was looking at that part of the episode again, this really seems like something that you would see in a lot of Asian households, that many parents in these households would, have a certain career path for their children in mind. So whenever their child has like a different path in mind that they want to take, which is not what their parents had in mind, I feel like in the parents' mindset, it doesn't really seem like it can take them anywhere, or it doesn't really seem like it can help them too much in the future, whereas compared to the courses that they initially had in mind, so like for example medicine or architecture or engineering, something like those courses, I feel like it can be a good provider for their future, which I can understand, of course. But at the same time, yeah, I can see where Carl is coming from. He would want to make his own decisions and he want his parents full trust in him. Me being part of an art course, I of course have gone through something like this, wherein my parents, it took a while for me to convince my parents to let me be part of the course that I'm in now, which is multimedia arts. This part being represented on screen, it kind of, yeah, hit me in some way because, yeah, I know what that's like. So I feel like, yeah, to anyone else who is going through something like this with their parents being like this, yeah, I feel like this part of the show represented this part and their parents' reactions to hit us in that way. Anyways, that's it. That's just my last little thought process. Anyway, going back to the video.
Please remember that you're worth staying for.
Wow. That's rich coming from you. Yan. Babakla-bakla ka kasi. Inuto mo tayo ni Dad. Don't you remember? Hindi naman ang magpanggap na lalaki. Talented yan kaso bakla. Sayang kasi bakla. How would you say that to a child? So please, stop parroting fake ally speeches. If you hate us, just be upfront.
Vlad, I was a kid too. Okay. I didn't know then what I know now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not apologizing sooner. But I'm saying sorry now. Vlad, mahal kita, okay?
I said the Super Saiyan moment wasn't going to be in this episode, and look where it is now.
I know I'm not a perfect ally. I'm still navigating through this. But I'm still your only sister. And no matter how you fuck up, I'm still going to be your sister. Capish?
Let me sit in with that.
Hello, Mom?
I can't hear what she's...
Pag-uwi ko. Sorry.
I didn't hear what she said. Kailan mong something. Can I refresh the page to see if they added the subs? Because honestly, I cannot understand what the mom is saying, and I want to know what she's saying because I feel like it's important. When are you introducing it?
Saan ako nakakwento pag-uwi ko? Sorry.
Sir, kung hindi ka uwi, sabid ako mag-art film eh. Ikaw bahala pumili. Hindi ako kontra. Promise.
Wala lang mo naman ay. Yun lang ba?
Yun.
Okay. Bye.
Hindi ka na, Vlad. Hindi ko maintindihan.
That line though. I feel like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong here without you. Also, this acoustic version of True Young Lovers, the song from the first episode, it hits differently now.
Ed, stop the car.
Shut up!
I said stop the car. Bakit?
What?
Ako na mag-explain to mama. Only have until the weekend, kaya sulitin mo na. Kung masaktan ka ulit, saka na natin problemahin. Basta ngayon, magmahal ka na naman.
Shoot, no, shoot!
Just ally things.
Vlad, go to your boy, please! What music is he hearing? I'll just assume it's this one, but like, what music did he start playing that? Unless he's just dancing to nothing. Is this Ben and Ben? Vlad, run! Run! Also, how far were they? Like, I'd also be concerned if he was like running all the way. Whatever, just run to your boys safely, please! Call back to, what episode was it? Episode 4? Or episode 1? Oh my gosh! Are you gonna watch a movie now, or are you gonna Netflix and chill? Yes, Carl, work with those dance moves. Okay, I feel like this song is very fitting with this situation. As usual, they just had to make it on point. I'm going to keep saying it now with this series soundtrack. That little... Oh my... Ay nako, kayong dalawa. Oo na, kayo na. Admit. Is Vlad gonna let him? That's it? Carl, don't walk away now. He's thinking of you. Shut up, shut up.
Ano ba kayo? Feeling single na naman ako, huhuhuhu, sad face, sana all to the highest level.
Let's just let that play out again. Oh yes, grab him by the neck like that and Carl, hold on to him, please. Dang, how many... Ang tagal!
Aksidente. Sabi ni Papa, natututulog yung mga bata pag hindi tinatapon sa malalim. Kaso, liningatan siya yung taas ng alon. Nalingatan sila ng konti. Ang si Kuya. Pagdala niya ng Kuya sa pangpanghuli niya.
Oh,
They had me a year after. Tapos ayun. Pinamahan niya yung mga damit. Unan. Mga laruan. Tumapangarap. Malan.
I'm sorry, I keep pausing this episode. I thought that the last episode when Vlad found this picture, I thought that was a baby picture of Carl, because, you know, it's a picture of the child on the front and then on the back it said Carl, so I thought it's this Carl that was on the picture, but no, it's his big brother Carl that's on the picture. And now I'm seeing how some puzzle pieces are coming together with how his big brother was, and then how his, I think this also goes in part with how his parents were feeling when Carl said that he wanted to shift course. And then there was also that one moment when Carl's dad came in with that picture of a house, and then yeah, Carl said it's his brother's drawing, not his. I'll say more after the episode, but that's where my mind is working at right now.
Grabe ang sakit na nangyari pag ito. Kalaban ko, discovered potential ng kapal.
Shoot!
Parang hindi ko nandito sa sarili ng buhay. Kaya yung parang dance character. Kahit si Joros or si Ketchup. Kaya lang effect. Natayo yung pelikula. Sulat ng script eh. Kataon na ikaw yung available, kaya ikaw yung ako.
Everything's coming together now. I'm starting to see things.
Hindi nga. Naman. Haba nun ah. Dali na.
Carl opened up now. It's your turn, Vlad.
Ano ba joke they say na yung panganay lang yung consultant club and then the rest are just because they're bored or horny.
That's a saying?
My mom would always say it's thanks to you that we're still a family. I took pride in it. I was the household prince. I was dad's favorite. I came home from school and I was telling dad about this boy. Let me see me. I don't know why, but I was just so happy. Kasi binigay niya sa akin yung tao niya. Imagine I was just 6. I didn't even have the word for it yet. Yun yung first time na pinalo niya. And don't get me wrong, I now doubt it's because of that. Lalo na't nag-aaway rin naman niya sila mommy before it died back. My 7th birthday, my mom pushed for me to have a party. Never mind that it was Jesus' birthday or whatever. All my friends came, she invited everyone. And then in the middle of the magic show, Dad dragged his luggage across me. And then that became that.
Ano yung sinapala?
Well, he did this. It's sort of funny. Di ba ka? Feeling mo you're just serving somebody else's purpose. Yet here I am, feeling like I already failed serving mine, saving the marriage. That day I left.
I can't with my phone notifs. Damn it, Ad!
Sure kung original sa inyo.
Yeah. Binigyan ko ng chance mo.
What's with the music and then the fairy lights at the bed? Ano to?
Pipilitin ko sila.
He's finally moved to the bed, okay? Ano ba kayong dalaw? Ay!
Sana all!
Dad, saan nagsulat naman ng pelikula? Saan masasabi kung sa akin? O ba?
He's in film, so...
I'm only in charge of the ending.
As long as you both are together, you can do it together.
talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference.
Look at how close they are now in this end credit card. So that episode happened. I need to let my thoughts out or else this outro will not be made. Okay, so that was episode 6 of Gaya sa Pelikula. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? So we started off the episode with Carl spilling the beans. Yeah, Ate Judith got really mad because she's been paying for his rent, thinking that they're boyfriends, but really they've been lying to her the entire time. So I can see why she got mad at them, and that scene was just hard to dig in. And then came the following scenes, starting with Carl's parents. He was on the call with them, and then he said he was going to shift courses. After hearing the backstory with Carl and his older brother, for one, I can understand the parents' point of view if they were to say that Carl would be good at this, he can provide for the family and whatnot, they want what's best for him, all that stuff. I can understand that, but at the same time, hearing what Carl has to say, yeah, I can see also where Carl is coming from, because Carl wants to follow his own dreams and his own heart, because this is his life and he wants to follow what he thinks is best for him. I can see why his parents reacted like that. Honestly, I don't know what to think of them now, besides, yeah, it was hard for them to take in. I guess maybe in the next episodes we could see Carl start to shift to film now that his semester in architecture is done, but we'll see. And yeah, as Carl said, you would want to follow your own dreams and your own story, and he wants to feel like this is his story and it's for him to write and him to live by. And honestly, that's something I hope that any of us could also end up doing. Think of what's best for us, but at the same time think of what we want to do, not necessarily what we're told to do, you know? And then came the next scene between Vlad and Ate Judith when they were at the restaurant. After rewatching that clip, I can see where Ate Judith was coming from, because as she said, she was young back then, she didn't really know as much as she did now. That's one thing I hope for many people, allies, or just anyone getting to know more about the LGBTQ plus community. I'm hoping that if they made some sort of comment before that could, you know, hurt someone of this community, I hope that they are able to learn from it and be able to, you know, educate themselves to learn more about the community and the people, so that they'll know where they're coming from and how to act towards them and what to say to them. Because yeah, I can see that Ate Judith is someone that, yeah, she wants to be close to Vlad, so she's trying to learn more about how to be an ally so that she can support him and be with him in some sort of way. So yeah, I can hope that other allies or people can be able to educate themselves more, so that yeah, they'll know how to act and know what to say towards the people of the LGBTQ plus community. Following that, we got to see, yeah, the dance sequence that Carl had in his room. Ate Judith telling Vlad to go back to his apartment in time to see Carl dancing in the middle of the room. As I said, sort of like a callback to that moment from episode 1 when Carl first laid eyes on Vlad. They started dancing together. Going to the big part of the episode, they kissed. So yeah, I think from there, Carl was just like, yeah, you're here now, I don't want to think I like you, there, let me lay one on you. Oh yeah, and then going on to the next part, which we got to hear Carl with his big brother, and then yeah, we also got to hear Vlad and the story with him and his dad. So yeah, I feel so much, and my heart goes out to literally anyone that is going through this or has gone through something like this, wherein one or both of their parents weren't very accepting of them because of their sexual preference or gender identity. Because yeah, that's just something that I don't think a child should, you know, be going through, knowing that their parents are not accepting them for who they believe that they are. Sending virtual hugs to anyone that is feeling that. Oh yeah, and then to end the episode, they got into bed together, which also finally, because now Vlad is off of that very uncomfortable couch and now they're sharing bed, and to add, they were cuddling together. So yes, this episode, emotional roller coaster, but I liked how it ended. So that is going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, and leave a comment down below what you guys thought about this episode. All my social media links will be in the description box below. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell post notifications so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I could possibly make one. Goodbye.